From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the New York Jets and their inner-city rivals, the New York Giants. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff, as we'll start at the 25. They'll start on the ground with Breida, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Looking to throw. Dancing to his left. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 26-yard line.
Now the second-year man back from injury. It's Breece Hall. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
But Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Hall want to give up the middle. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. It's a pickup of 6.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Jets.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers.
This pass out wide to Hall.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. There goes a deep ball, end zone. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Anthony Schwartz with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jets are on the board first here this afternoon. Zerline good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Darnay Holmes now from his end zone.
Darnay Holmes on the return. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive.
And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll look to throw here.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. The Giants at 3-4 on the year coming into play. And Charles, they were losers last time. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off, and the Jets are going to take over at their own 41. The Jets offense ready to go in this battle in New York. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Garrett Wilson, the intended receiver.
And that'll bring up 2nd down.
You talk about this Giant defense.
This unit against the pass, hoping to get better for sure. Number 25 in the NFL right now.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're the top 10 in the league in sacks.
So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10. On 2nd down, a run with Hall.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult 3rd down call now.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He gets it underneath to Hall. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
1st down, New York.
On play action, Rodgers.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Giants are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Now Cobb to return. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. To throw is Rodgers. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
I like the thinking there because right after a sack, it can be a great time to call for a screen to your running back and use the eagerness of the defense against them. Able to gain some positive yards out of this one and make things a little bit easier for them on 3rd down.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They're going to line up to go for this on 4th down. Rodgers stays on the field. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. Well, obviously, they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You've got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball without creating extra contact.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, the best don't mind making tough throws, but that was a real difficult one right there. Out of the pocket, trying to beat double coverage. More times than not, that's going to end up as an incomplete pass, if not worse.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. To throw, it's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Tyler Conklin, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Now Zerline on and the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Jets 14, Giants nothing.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Holmes returning from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make...
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 33 yards that time.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Tried to get the edge there. The defense just too quick to the ball.
That's what we call total team defense there. Can't get to the edge, no place to move it inside, and then allows everyone else to run to the ball and create a big-time tackle for no gain for the offense.
Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down. They'll look to throw. A short throw pulled in by Bellinger. And out of bounds right around the 20.
And coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end. Let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
2nd and 1. Completed to Hyatt. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the 1st half. It's a 1st down.
That's another New York Giants. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Here's 2nd and 10. A give up the middle to Gibson. Breaks a tackle, and so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. And they just acquired him a new ball carrier. What do you think of the acquisition?
I like it. Maybe not the big-time player, big-time impact you're looking for, but someone who wants to prove something and find a new home.
And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning.
At the 3-yard line.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Back to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton from 3 yards out. And the Giants have cut it back within a score. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Jets offense ready to go in this battle of New York. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
That confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored one.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Holmes going to opt against bringing it out, and they will begin at the 25. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost
got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
Here's 2nd and 8. That ball caught by Slayton. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Giants get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by York is up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Jets offense ready to go in this battle in New York. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Here's Rodgers. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Rodgers going to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. From midfield, here's Rodgers. Flush to his right. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
As quarterbacks like to do, he pushed it downfield on that throw, but I think that since he was outside the pocket and there was open space, it would have been a good time for his first carry of the game.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Here now a 3rd and 20. Throwing is Rodgers. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
I feel like my man momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. They'll throw now on the final play. that's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Giants 14.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Jets offense ready to go in this battle in New York. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Being chased out left. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle, because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
On first down, Rodgers. This pass out wide to Hall. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And that one opened up for him well, as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 56 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
First down, Jets.
Come on, get it together.
Now Rodgers on the bootleg. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They'll run with Hall. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, second and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here. This close, sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Now Rodgers. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Rodgers now on third and goal. Got a man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jets. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Jets take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there. That was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy.
because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
2nd and 11. Forced out to his left. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Gibson. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That is incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
3rd quarter from MetLife Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 11 and a giant 1st down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throw caught by Hyatt on the slant. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 22-yard line. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Given back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another 1st down.
6-yard line.
They'll run with Gibson. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. And the Jets are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He finds Wilson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Kayvon Thibodeau in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And Wilson with it, complete. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, listen, go.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
And the Jets first down.
Rodgers now on 1st down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this one is incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception. But playing this way is what got him this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
Then he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On play action, Rodgers. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Down inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Garrett Wilson, 37 yards. And the Jets add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Holmes returning from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the 1st at about the 21. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Greedy Williams picks it off.
Intercepted by the Jets. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Option play, here's Hall. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Hall again on 2nd down. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. Hall again. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. To throw is Rodgers. That is caught. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Garrett Wilson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Jets are closing in now on a 7th straight win to start the year. Zerline good with a PAT. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Holmes returning from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Let's go. Take it to the house.
The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. We're facing a big 4th quarter deficit here. Things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season. But in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. 63 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st down, right back to Gibson. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Well, this game, it was well in hand early, never really in doubt. Charles, you and I do so many games together. There's so much parity in the NFL, a lot of close battles. This was not one. Tip your cap to them for a really impressive effort.
Yeah, and you know, as the game went on, I think the defense kind of got together and said, you see our guys on offense, they're just putting up point after point. We need to leave our mark somehow, too, and they did it. Pitching a second.